Hi class. So the lesson that I'm going to teach today, no, I'm just kidding. But that's what I feel like in these glasses. But they're cute, girl. I got them at Claire's the day after Christmas for $2 holla. So the thing that I want to talk about today is something that I worked on last year on New Year's Eve, me and my daughter, and it was a really positive thing. It's the second time that I've done it, but this is the first time that everything that I put onto this board came to fruition, and that is a vision board. I know you've probably seen other videos out there if you heard people talk about vision boards and what they are and what they do, but I want to talk about what I think a vision board is supposed to consist of and what I think can come of it from doing it. Decided that I was going to put everything that I wanted for this new year on paper. I mean, instead of making New Year's resolutions, I stopped making those a long time ago because in reality, a New Year's resolution is going to probably be broken. I mean, most people are like, there's a statistic or something, and don't quote me on this, but there's a statistic that says that most people break their New Year's Eve or their New Year's resolutions within like the first 10 days of the year. So instead of me saying I want to lose weight and I want to go on a diet and I want to remove the negativity from my life, I decided to go about it in a different approach, and I'm really proud of the results that I had. So I'm going to share with you the board that I made for 2014. Now, I haven't made my board for 2015 yet, but I have cut out the things. I do have the poster board for it, but I still want to give you an idea of where I got these ideas from. So I put it all on a poster board like so, and at the time I only had a brown poster board, but as you can see, each part of this board has a section. It has a picture, and the picture has some type of word surrounding it. You know, these are keywords that are going to grab your attention when you're making it. In the center of my board, I have a scripture. And it's not a specific, I guess, scripture, but, you know, different pieces from the Bible, because I feel like God should be at the center of my life, and he should be at the center of this board, and all of these things that are surrounding it are surrounding my foundation. That's my foundation, the center of this board. So I'm going to explain what I did on the first vision board and what I did on the second one and why it worked. So the first vision board I did, I had a picture of some money, some stacks of money I had cut out. I had a picture of some boats. I had a picture of some men. I had vacations, and all of those things are great. Don't get me wrong, because they'll eventually come to life. I'll eventually have a boat that I've bought with my own money that has gorgeous men on it, and I'll be vacationing somewhere off of the coast or an island. I'll get there one day. There needs to be smaller steps. Clearly, I'm not going to just hit it, strike it rich. I mean, I could, but the odds of me doing that versus having to have some type of struggle, trial, and tribulation, some type of testimony, and, you know, it's not going to be an easy road. So I got to make my board more realistic to my life. So the first thing that I put on here, number one, it was for me to be debt free. That's extremely important for me. Like, who the hell doesn't want to be debt free? You know, you don't want to have to be living paycheck to paycheck. This year was rough. I lost my job in October, and while I didn't end up debt free, I did obtain a car earlier in the year that I didn't have a car note on, and I've had a car note since I was like 15. Since I was able to drive, I've had a car note. So I was able to get a car. I was blessed enough to get one that didn't have a car note, so that I was able to save some extra money, and I could get to work, and I could budget my money. I wasn't debt free, but I was debt free from a car note. Now you see how that worked out? It worked. You follow me? You following? Keep up here. So another big thing was to conquer my fears. everybody has their own fear, whether it be a fear of speaking in front of people, or a fear of going out in public, or a fear of whatever your fear may be. Okay, for me, I have several fears, but my biggest fear was to fail. Like, that's the biggest thing for me. I'd rather just not do it. and that's not okay. I mean, that's not okay in any way. But I'd rather just not do it than to do it and to fail. And that's completely ass backwards in thinking, because the failures are what makes you better. Those things help you get back up. Those are the stumbling blocks, you know, so you can learn from the mistakes that you made and you can get better at what you're doing. So I got over that. So as far as healthy eating, you know, of course you got to have something on here for health. I did lose some weight earlier in the year. I lost about 40 pounds. I was on a really good roll, and then I remembered how much I loved food, and so I kept eating and stopped exercising, and then there went that story. But knowing that I did do it, I did achieve a goal. You know, I was working hard at it. I know that I can get back on that bandwagon at any time. I just have to find a diet that involves getting my mouth wired shut. So then, I guess the most important thing on this board was this, even though all these other things were important, this great style has no size. I launched my blog this year. I had done a blog maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and it didn't turn out like I wanted it to. The writing on it was good, but it wasn't great. I wasn't putting 100% into it. I took time to really get a layout and to get a font and to get a look. I mean, I spent hours upon hours, days and months at a time working on this website to launch my blog, which is always linked in my little section below. It's Jenuinely Jenniva. And it didn't matter about what size I am. I mean, because being plus size is always a challenge anyways. I mean, there is a very small handful of successful plus size bloggers or vloggers. You know, it's something that is still looked down upon in the beauty community. I've heard people say that you know, plus size bloggers or plus size women that are in the spotlight are, you know, making it okay. They're glorifying obesity, and that's the farthest thing. But if I'm happy with my rolls and my crevices, then maybe I can inspire somebody else to be happy with theirs, you know. But I think that style has no size. It doesn't matter if you're a size 0, if you're a size 34. You know, if you're happy, then you rock the hell out of them rolls, okay? You dress them up. For 2015, I took some old magazines, and I took some random magazines, some Essence and some Ebony's and some Vogues and some InStyles and whatever magazine that you can find. You take a magazine and you cut out words that grab your attention. Cut out words that are going to motivate you, and you put this vision board somewhere where you can look at it every single day. This thing sat in my room on my wall every single day, and I looked at it. I looked at it when I got dressed. I looked at it when I was lotioning, when I was putting on makeup. And you know, at some point during the year, I'm like, nothing on this board has really come to pass. And then like the last few weeks, I was really looking at it, and I noticed that everything on that board has come to pass. And it's not just because I put it on the board. It's because I believed that it was going to happen. I put it into the universe. I saw it every day. It's like a self-affirmation. So I think that these things work. I think it's good for the soul. I think it is a very good exercise for the mind. You know, it's stimulating, it's motivating, it's something that you look at every day and you're like, I can get here. I can reach this goal. It's obtainable. So don't go put your yacht on there yet. Not yet. You put your yacht on there yet. So I'll just show you some of the words that I have before I wrap this up, because I don't want to make it too long. I mean, I am kind of rambling, but that's okay. That's what this video is about. I don't really get to talk that much. Unstoppable. I just said earlier today on my Instagram that what God has for me, no man can come in between. And that's the absolute truth. whatever I have in my mind, whatever I have lined up for my life is specifically for me. I'm not in a race with anyone else. I'm not paying attention to what anyone else is doing. I'm not trying to get the same amount of followers this person has. I'm not trying to do the makeup that this person has. I'm not trying to take the hairstyles that this person has. I'm trying to be Jenniva. I'm trying to find Jenniva. I'm trying to improve Jenniva. Y'all feel me? You follow me? Fear is not an option. It's just not. Because when we're fearful, you know, that's the enemy. That's nothing but the enemy. Hopefully, this was motivating or inspiring for anybody out there that happens to watch this video that would like to do the same thing. If you have any other questions about the vision board, or you just want to talk in general about whatever I said in the video, whether you agree or you disagree, give it a shot. I guarantee you, if you genuinely put some thought and effort into this board, if you're going to make it for the next year, good things will happen. And again, it's not, the board is not magical. It's not it. It's the manifestations of the thoughts that you already have within. That's all. You're just bringing those things forth, bringing it into life, speaking positivity into the things that you want to see come true, the things that you want great for your life. It's nothing wrong with that. So I hope everyone had a great Christmas. I hope that you have a happy new year. And until next time, thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.